first time in Belgium. Beautiful sunny day. Next up on the bill tonight on Headbangers Ball, we're going to meet up once again with Taiketo, and I've got Danny, Brooke and Jamie here with me at Via Rock. How are you guys doing?
Oh, just waking up, but the coffee's good, so we're all right.
Now, it is your second stint of European dates. I think the last ones were pretty successful for you. How have things been going for the second leg of the tour?
Really good. It's just been it's been a real good turnout, and we've been real happy with that. So we've been excited about this show since the beginning. So been like, couldn't wait for this. It's exciting. Warren's one of my favorite guitar players, so I'm just like, what do they get here? What do they get here? You know.
Today we get to be players and fans. You know, so we'll go out there and bang our heads for a little while and get neck aches, and then go do it again on our own later. So.
And we are going to be meeting up as well a little bit later on with the Taiketo drum kit competition winner, Andreas Helmus. So watch out for that. We'll be meeting him in a moment. Now, how are things going for you in America? Have you got a record deal sorted out in the States?
Not sorted out, but negotiations are strong, as I say. I think our lawyers are playing tennis right now, so that's a good sign. Mostly due to basically the noise that's been happening over here. So I think more than likely we'll be working with one of the, there's a very large independent similar to Music for Nations, and we really like the way they do business. So we're going to try and keep it that way and try very hard to be touring the States in September, October.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Now, Jamie, maybe I'll bring you in on this one. Why do you think, yes, why do you think the European fans have really taken to Taiketo so well, particularly bearing in mind the current rock situation?
Well, the Europeans definitely dig melodic rock, you know, like we are. And I think in general, though, Europeans are so much looser than where we come from in the States. You know, the audiences are so into just having fun, you know. It doesn't really necessarily have so much to do with how somebody looks or how they play, or, you know, they're just into partying and having a good time, and that's what we're into. So I think it's a good thing, yeah.
And of course, I think European fans, they tend to stick with bands a lot more, and if they got into you on the first record, then they're going to stick with you for the second album as well.
Yeah, I constantly see memories of my past popping up, you know, and initially you kind of look at the haircut and go, ah, but all in all, it's sort of a really nice thing to see when people sort of get hold, they stay with you, you know, which is nice because record companies aren't so into careers anymore, but it's nice that you know, audiences still remember, you know. That's the way I am as a fan too, is the bands that I love, I follow everything they do, highs and low points, doesn't matter.
Now, I'm wondering how things have changed for you guys since the first album in 1990, when kind of melodic rock was at its peak, and it must have been a very exciting time for you. Do you feel a little bit frustrated by the lack of interest in this kind of style of music, or are you of the opinion that kind of what comes around goes around?
I would say yes and no, in that in 1990 was a really great time for the band. It was very exciting, and it was the first time anything that big and exciting had happened to any of us. So we were I think we had a lot of illusions about what was going to happen or what should happen to a band at that point. But a lot of those things, it's a good thing in a way, I mean, that everything that's come to pass has, just because we'd probably be a bunch of arrogant idiots right now if it wasn't. It was a very rude awakening, and I think it strengthened the band more than weakened us. It really did. So it was a good thing. I really do think so. And I think consequently the band's creating better music too, more honest.
Yeah. Not only that, every time something goes right, in other words, we're not surrounded by our own hype. There was a lot of hype around us when we first came out, and a lot of people felt that we were like a silver spoon kind of band that would, you know, pretty much only stride into arenas and have my catering ready and all that sort of thing. And now it's much more of a case of, you know, just pull up the bootstraps and get as muddy as hell, and if there's 30 people that want to sweat, we'll sweat, you know, and it's...
We still like to have the catering ready, though.
Well, that's a good attitude to have, because that's going to see you through hard times and good times, isn't it? Anyway, we're going to go into a Taiketo video right now, and you've seen it before on Headbangers Ball. Well worth seeing again. Perfect for this beautiful summer weather we're having out in Festival Land in Belgium. From the album Strength in Numbers, here is Taiketo with End of the Summer Days.